Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the media. I'm here with Brian Weke, who is very well known to you, and in Linda Mwananchi's circles. Most of our operations are normally directed by Brian Weke, and he has been here for a number of days. I'm here also with Clifford. He's a learned friend from Rangwe, and maybe when I finish what I'm saying, he may just add some local content. Right at the back here is Mr. Luchu. Again, he normally participates in our operations within Linda Mwananchi, but he's from Busia. I got this lady from Mombasa, Leila, is a candidate in Majengo Ward within Mombasa County. Right on my back is Agre Onyango. Agre Onyango is a former chairman of Siaya County Council, but is a member of the movement. There's Mr. Winger, Mr. Tiberius, and all of us are here. Now, I want to say, without fear of contradiction, that on Sunday the 16th of this month, we will be in Homa Bay. The entire formation of Linda Mwananchi is going to be in Homa Bay. And nothing is going to change. And in saying this, I want to remind our people that the constitution that we have involves a very, 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 very long struggle to ensure that in Kenya there's freedom of movement, freedom of residence. You can stay anywhere in the country. That freedom of movement and residence is not particular to Kenyan citizens. Even non-Kenyan citizens can move within and out of Kenya when they wish. There is the freedom of association, which makes it possible for us to form political parties, political movements. There's the freedom of expression, which is also guaranteed under our constitution. And there's the right to demonstrate and to picket anytime in accordance with the law, peaceably and armed. There are people in Homa Bay who are living in the past. The level of primitivity and backwardness that is coming out from Homa Bay leaders, I'm not saying the Mwananchi, there were people from Homa Bay, they are patriots. But there are certain leaders from Homa Bay who are living in the past. They don't know we have a new constitutional order. You remember, there was a time during the struggle for multi-party that those in Kanu, Chama cha Mama na Baba, pronounced themselves that we could not get into certain areas within the Republic of Kenya. And they said at that time that if you show the two-finger salute, your fingers will be chopped off. And we had a lot of difficulties moving into, particularly in some areas in the Rift Valley. I remember there's a time when the late Muliro and I were traveling from Nakuru to Kitale, and somewhere before we got to Mau Summit, we had goons waiting for us there with bows and arrows. I am deeply shocked that Kenya is again going through that phase in our democratic struggle, where leaders from a certain area can say, we cannot go to Homa Bay, we cannot go to any part of the county. So far, we have been able to go to many, many counties and held successful rallies. So I want to assure those leaders from Homa Bay that we will be in Homa Bay. We'll be in Homa Bay. Me as Orengo, if I take out my clothes, I'll show you scars of bows and arrows, injuries, including fractures. If the last act that I can do for this country in the name of change and patriotism, in the name of democracy, is for me to die for my country. I am prepared on 16th in Homa Bay to be there and face the consequences of these primitive and backward leaders. I'll be there. And Brian Weke will be there. And Sifuna will be there. Babu will be there. Karoli will be there. The whole team will be there. We have gotten details of what they are planning. Yesterday they had a meeting after the Naivasha UDA meeting, a night meeting at Governor's Park, where weapons were distributed, rungus, arrows, pangas. They were distributed last night. Some of it, the balance of the arsenal, is being kept at
Genoa Center.
Genoa Center. That is the tallying center that the governor used during the last elections. If you go there, if she opens up that place, you'll find a big arsenal. A governor has purchased pangas, rungus, arrows to ensure that those who are going to go to Homa Bay will be attacked. Today, there was another meeting at Honorable Kaluma's house with goons. And I think at a later time we are going to show you video material on some of these meetings. Like the meeting at Governor's Park, the audio is already out with voices of the people that I'm talking about. Later on in the evening today, they are going to meet some of the market women. And they are telling the market women not to enter Homa Bay. They should take their wares to Kabunde Airstrip and sell them there. They are going to have a bogus registration process just to make sure that no planes land at Kabunde Airstrip. But I'm sure no force on earth is going to stop us from being in Homa Bay on Sunday. There is yet other meetings planned tomorrow and all over the county to try and counter our meeting with the people of Homa Bay. I want to assure the people of Homa Bay that if the police and the authorities cannot undertake their legal and constitutional duty by offering protection to those who will come to the rally, we are also very well prepared to make sure that everybody who will come to the rally will be safe and will have a beautiful meeting. And we be talking about Kenya, what is wrong with Kenya and what we can do to make Kenya right. Then they are also planning to make sure that some of our supporters are arrested, like they've done in the past, before Sunday. We are prepared for all that. But you know, the odd fact is that every part of Kenya we have been received, even those who do not agree with us, even in UDA strongholds, we have been received. Now, what the leaders of Homa Bay are trying to do, they are trying to turn Homa Bay to a little Rwanda. Because the moment you begin to mobilize people on the basis of political beliefs, you're planting the seeds of conflict and even genocide. And it starts in a small way, but turns into a civil strife and can even turn into a war like we saw in Rwanda. So I want to urge Kenyans all over where we are, we must stand tall and strong to defend our constitution and to defend the law and the rights that we fought so hard to have in this country. I will tell you at a later time the steps that we're making, particularly with the authorities. But I know for one, I as James Orengo have been targeted in these attacks. There's one member of parliament who said I should be eliminated and is still free out there. If you hear what was being said today, yesterday, asking what I want to do in Homa Bay. When I used to go to Homa Bay with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, with Mwite, with Imanyara, from people from all over the country, to make sure that we have the freedom today. Some of these characters were having it easy, but we are willing to pay the price for the freedom of our country. And I urge again the people of Homa Bay to stand strong, and we are going to be there early and have a successful meeting like we have had.